Welcome, dear listeners, to a new episode of your favorite podcast. With you today is Ali.
And with me is Noor. We're delighted to be with you on this beautiful evening.
The topic of our episode today is one of the most fundamental aspects of our lives, yet we may not always give it the attention it deserves. Today, we'll be talking about the secret to energy and vitality, the foundation of our physical and mental health.
Yes, we'll be talking about sleep, that magical activity we do every night, which significantly affects the quality of our lives and our entire day.
How often have you woken up feeling truly refreshed, as if you were born anew? That wonderful feeling is the gift of sufficient and restful sleep.
Conversely, how often have you started your day feeling tired and exhausted, even before you've done anything? Often, the reason is a lack of sleep or poor sleep quality.
Let's begin our journey into the world of sleep and learn what happens inside our bodies and minds while we're in deep slumber. Noor, can you tell us about these different stages of sleep?
Certainly, Ali. Sleep isn't just a state of inactivity. It's a complex cycle consisting of several stages. There are two main types of sleep: non-rapid eye movement, NREM sleep, and rapid eye movement, REM sleep.
And what happens in each of these stages?
Non-rapid eye movement, NREM sleep, is further divided into three stages. Stage 1 is light sleep, where our heart rate and breathing begin to slow down, and our muscles relax. In this stage, you might feel like you're just drifting off, or can be easily awakened.
And then what?
We move into stage 2, which is a slightly deeper sleep stage. Our body temperature and heart rate decrease further, and it becomes more difficult to wake up. This stage makes up a large portion of our total sleep time.
And stage 3?
Stage 3 is the deepest stage of non-rapid eye movement sleep, often referred to as slow-wave sleep. In this stage, the body is completely relaxed, and it's very difficult to wake someone up. This stage is crucial for tissue repair, muscle growth, and strengthening the immune system.
What about rapid eye movement, REM sleep? We hear a lot about it.
Rapid eye movement, REM sleep, is the stage in which most dreams occur. This stage is characterized by brain activity that resembles activity during wakefulness, but our muscles are temporarily paralyzed to prevent us from physically acting out our dreams. This stage is important for cognitive functions such as memory, learning, and mood regulation.
Amazing. All these complex processes happen while we're asleep. This clearly shows the crucial importance of sleep for various bodily functions.
Exactly, Ali. Sleep isn't just a rest. It's a comprehensive process of repair and retuning for the body and mind. Now that we understand what happens during sleep, let's talk about the negative effects that can result from not getting enough of it. Ali, what are the most prominent of these effects from your perspective?
Unfortunately, the list of negative effects of sleep deprivation is long and varied. On a physical level, chronic lack of sleep can lead to a weakened immune system, making us more susceptible to various illnesses, even simple colds.
That's right. Sleep deprivation is also linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and even obesity. Studies have shown that people who don't get enough sleep often have a greater appetite and are more prone to weight gain.
On a mental and cognitive level, the effects are very clear. Lack of sleep significantly affects our ability to concentrate and pay attention, weakens short-term memory, and makes us more prone to making mistakes and bad decisions.
This may explain the increased number of accidents, whether at work or while driving, among people who suffer from sleep deprivation. Productivity at work or school also decreases significantly.
And let's not forget the impact on mood and emotions. Lack of sleep makes us more irritable and quick-tempered, and may increase the risk of developing depression and anxiety.
I remember once going through a period where I was sleeping very little due to work pressures, and I felt constantly stressed and anxious, and found it very difficult to deal with the simplest situations.
That's a feeling many people know. Lack of sleep isn't just a feeling of tiredness. It affects various aspects of our lives in ways we might not imagine. Well, we've explained the importance of sleep and the negative effects of its lack. Now, the most important question is, how can we get better sleep? Noor, what practical tips do you offer our listeners?
The first step is to create the ideal sleep environment. The bedroom should be as dark, quiet, and cool as possible. Use thick curtains to block out light. Make sure there are no disturbing noises, and maintain a moderate temperature in the room.
And I would add the importance of a comfortable bed and suitable pillows that support the body well and help with relaxation.
Another important point is a regular evening routine. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate the body's internal clock.
And avoid consuming caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol several hours before bedtime, as these are stimulants that can interfere with sleep.
Practicing relaxation techniques before bed can be very helpful. Try light meditation, deep breathing exercises, or reading a physical book.
Regular physical activity is important for overall health and helps improve sleep quality, but avoid strenuous exercise right before bed. It's best to exercise earlier in the day.
Finally, try to reduce the use of screens and electronic devices, phones, tablets, television, at least an hour before bedtime. The blue light emitted from them can inhibit the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep.
Personally, I've found that dedicating time to relax and read before bed helps me a lot in getting deep and restful sleep.
And I make sure to drink calming herbal tea in the evening and do some light stretching exercises. Everyone can find a routine that suits them.
We've reached the end of our episode for today. We hope that the information and advice we've provided have been helpful to you, our dear listeners.
Always remember that sleep is not a luxury, but a fundamental investment in your health, happiness, and productivity. Take care of your sleep as you take care of your diet and exercise.
We invite you to apply these tips and share your experiences and questions with us through our social media pages. We'd be happy to receive your comments and inquiries.
Thank you very much for listening attentively. We'll meet you in a new episode next week with a new and informative topic.
Goodbye, and we wish you peaceful nights and restful sleep.